Holy sh! What is up, everybody? Crit Dad is back. Whoo! Been a minute. We are at the Roger Millikan 3-4 from a few weeks ago, and that is right. Crit Dad has joined up with the team. Team Endure. Looking at Mikey's butt right there. Yeah, man. So it's been a minute. Haven't put out a video in a while. Thanks for everyone who watched a very special Crit Dad. I did come back from a hip replacement surgery due to a crash outside of a race, but I am back and fitter than ever. Boom, here we go, get to the front. So yeah, let's just start talking about this race. The plan, we had about 8 riders from Endure, and we were but our goal was to get Trevor White to upgrade from Cat 4 to Cat 3 and get the points. Bam, Josh attacks. And this is a minute into the race, and by design. The whole point was to basically keep it spicy the entire time, create attacks, be proactive instead of reactive. So the idea, of course, in bike racing is if you're controlling the attacks, then you're forcing the other teams to chase. And we should be getting some recovery between those attacks. Yeah, and we're just going to let this go because the other teams should bring it back. And Josh is fully represented up there, so there's absolutely no reason for Mikey or DT or me to close this gap. Makes sense. So we set out right away to do the thing. Very happy about that. Boom, there goes the field. And now we can jump on, get back in the draft. So let's move ahead. So after that first attack, Josh fell back into the group to conserve because I believe it was like 5 people up there and there's really no need to rotate. But he's going to follow this attack. Tell Isaac to wait, but he goes. There's a lot of riders up there, so it's starting to be like, well, what is this? Is this a split, or do we need to connect this back together? We decide with Mikey, Trevor, and me to just stay here and let the rest of the teammates pull it back. They've seen enough Endure riders up there that they should be shutting it down. Yeah. CJ was with us this race, but not as an Endure rider, and you'll see him on the right here in the black kit in a minute. This counterclockwise course has a little bit of an uphill here, but it's not that bad as when you go clockwise. Hit this inside corner. As you roll up along the outside, over the start finish, there's a lot of room to make up wheels. At this point, it's like, what's going on here? You know, we're kind of letting it string out, and there's like 14 bikes up there, so it's like, okay, let's bring this back together and reset. It's a little sloppy, so the other teams are not pulling it back. We're on the front, and we're gonna bring this back together. Okay, quickly scrubbed up here, a minute or 30 seconds. I'm getting ready to pounce, I guess. So it looks like this move has been brought back together and it's slowing down, and time to counter. So that was the idea. Basically attack, counter attack. So now let's see what happens here. Again, it's early, but the idea is just to stay on the gas. And you see me looking behind me like, is anybody taking the bait? No one's trusting old Crit Dad to stay away this long, huh? But yeah, my opinion about this is there's no need for me to dangle out here. It's like I kind of shut it down. I'm sort of like, okay, you know, there is a argument to sort of just stay on the gas, and so then that, you know, people see you out there and it's like, well, shoot, we got to get on this. But I decided just to reel it back in. I do think a good attack is one where you stay out there a little bit longer, maybe do threshold, maybe make the group pull it back. This one I just felt like there was just no reaction. So anyway, you can see Jose on the front, super threatening, and we'll start to talk about him in a minute. So Jose pulls off right there, and boom, Mikey gets the memo and continues to attack, and you can see the group starts to pick it back up again. And this is what we're going to do the entire race. Endure and our guys are going to sit back here in the pack and recover while the group works. And we want to make the race hard on the group to eventually go for a breakaway in the middle of the race. And or if you make the race hard for everybody else, then the field sprint's going to be hard for everybody else. So using our numbers, allowing everybody to take turns attacking and then getting back in the group and then sending another attack and rinse and repeat. I like Mikey's move here. He stays out and creates a pretty big gap, so you can see it forces Jose to work, and that's what we want. You can't let this guy get away. If you don't know Jose already, he can basically TT an entire race for like 30 minutes at 27 miles per hour, so you cannot let Jose get away. So we scrub ahead here another minute and a half and take a look at what's going on. Mikey kept that gap out there. He might have been able to come back into the group, but I still think it was a good move, hanging out there and making Jose pull it back. Here you can see Lizardo, boom, attack on the right. And that gets brought back pretty quickly, but again on the backside he goes again. And we're getting to that part of the race where these attacks will start to turn into splits and a breakaway effort. I'm telling Trevor to just wait, like it's still a little bit early and there's no need for him to like chase on to Lizardo's wheel. He's got 3 people up there, and we're just gonna wait and see what happens with that. And so that brings us here to the big attack. CJ went a little wide on that corner, but I'm like, it's time to go, guys. I tell Trevor, I think we're all just thinking the same thing. Boom, massive attack. This is where we want to create separation. If you listen to my Manhattan Beach race with CJ, we talk about how much you have to pour on the gas at this point to basically snap the elastic. And so CJ is just murdering himself on the front. Again, he's not part of the Endure team. Now he is today, but not in this race. But look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 8. All right. Okay, so we got 8 riders on. Maybe not like the best composition for a breakaway that's going to work with each other, but we'll take it. I think we wanted a little bit more of a separation, but our attack was probably too telegraphed. I swing out because there's no need for me to be in this anymore. There goes Jose, and we do want Jose in there. And I just sit back into the field to recover, and boom, you see how big this gap was. And those guys up there did not realize how big it was. I know CJ probably died from that, and you have to keep rotating to extend that gap. And I'm sure a bunch of dudes up there were just sitting on. And we'll see how long it stays away. And this is what we were really hoping for, was to get Trevor up in a breakaway. And so let's move ahead. So spoiler alert, the breakaway absorbed 2 more riders on the 4th corner on the next lap. So you just saw there's about 9 of them now. And at that point, it makes sense to just either give up or attack the group again. And here you can see it just all strung out. So the group got back together. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes. You know, we went for it and it wasn't enough. Skip ahead here. Lizardo, being the good racer he is, he attacks one more time, and we're talking about the lap where they just came back together. And look who it is, Jose on his wheel. It was a good move to counter, but none of our guys got in that move. But Jose, who was part of that breakaway, did, and he is off. I did not know this was happening. I did not know he got away at all. So, like I said, he sneaks away. He's snuck away at Eldo. Every time I've raced with him, he sneaks away. I don't even see him anymore. Where'd he go? I just showed you a shot of Lizardo by himself, and you'll see it again here as we come around. It's like, where is he? And there, look. Lizardo, no Jose. And I mean, we come around this first corner, I am not too far from the front. So I get up here, move into position, and in my mind, I'm like, we're good. Like, there's nothing going on. Lizardo's coming back to the group, so let's just hang out. You can see Trevor right there in the red jersey. I'm pretty sure he's aware of Jose up there, and he's wondering what to do. So, again, Jose by himself. We're at 27 minutes. There's 8 minutes left in the race. 6 laps to go. So, it's pretty much crunch time. It's not pretty much crunch time. It is crunch time. Alarm bells should be going off. And again, so many people were not aware after the race that Jose was off on the front. It became this like, what happened? I didn't realize this was going on in the race. Guys, the race is at the front. Guys, the race is at the front. And Trevor's right there. What are we talking about? Anyway, nothing. This guy goes. I get on his wheel just to shut him down, keep the race spicy. I think he is the leader. And someone gets on my wheel, and now I'm thinking, okay, I guess this is like we're a group, but I'm not going to rotate with them. I'm just going to shut it down because I don't have that kind of power, and I don't want to rotate. Anyway, yeah. So this is where it gets interesting. Okay, same lap, 5 to go. We're at going through the S's. You just saw Jose by himself. An attack goes, and Josh gets on that wheel immediately. So we are still active, shutting down attacks. 3 more riders start to jump on Josh's wheel, so that turns it into a group of 5 that you can see right there. That gets a little gap from the peloton. So meanwhile, I know Trevor's at the front debating what to do. He sees us catching this group, as you can see on this corner, and Jose is way off the front, like 25 seconds, 4 to go. And as I was saying at the beginning of the video, we had all, as a team, decided we're racing for Trevor. So everyone put their ego behind them to attack and to, like, you know, he was the one who's going to win. So I think Trevor definitely had that in his head. You can see him creep out there on the 4th corner, heading into 3 to go. Just a massive dig. So, you know, we went into the race with a plan. Mentally, he knew he had to win. Luckily, this Tayroon rider from nowhere, I scrubbed all the footage looking for him. I don't know how he got up there, but Trevor sets on his wheel and gets the rest he needs, and this guy pulls him up to Jose. He switches here, and I'll let the announcers take it from here.
Mike, it looks like this race is down to those 3 riders. Do you think they're going to be able to catch?
You know, with 2 laps left to go, but I still don't see it happening in this race.
1 to go, and this is our fast riding Jose Burciaga, and looks like 2nd and 3rd, including
yeah, Don,
Trevor
I don't see them catching up to our leaders at this point.
For sure, 1 to go.
If they do catch up, I want a blood test afterwards, a urine test.
Break in the lead again is Jose Burciaga and Trevor White with Team Endure. Looks like they are the 2 riders.
The Team Endure definitely is dominating right now. They're showing that they've got the conditioning, apparently the right supplements. And, ooh, look at that. We got new leaders.
What? New leaders?
We got new leaders. And a sprint.
Who is going to get our 38th
We got new leaders in a sprint.
Who is going to win our 38th edition? Amazing. Endure taking it.
Stage 2 coming in.
I believe that's Trevor White.
Here I am at the putting in my 300 watt sprint. 22nd, baby. 22nd.
Yeah, points. We got pint glasses to top 10.
Get your pint glass. Get your pint glass.
Their power exploded and blossomed.
Ooh. Yes, it
Oh,
did.
wait. Excuse me. Our power exploded and blossomed. Yeah. What? That was like it was such a fun race. It was my first time racing with a team of more than 1. I mean, more than 2. And we went out with a plan. We executed it as we thought the best we could. The idea didn't quite work with the big breakaway, but I think we had worked the field pretty well, and Trevor, I think, hit that like last final second wind, whatever. There was a lot of mental like fortitude in that attack, and the Tavarian rider coming up, of course, timing his sprint against him, the other guy giving him the rest, Jose fading. It was awesome. Wonderful race. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you at the next one.